This is a theft report acceptance certificate.
What?
Yeah, see? Truth is, 1 week ago, my Megatoxin X was stolen. 1 week ago. That means you didn't have it with you today. Yeah, see? That bottle you just found is probably the one that was stolen from me. I normally carry that bottle of Megatoxin X in my bag at all times.
Why?
Even though I often forget to keep it locked up. I would never even think about mixing it with Normalium.
Well, why in the world would you carry such a dangerous substance on your person?
Well, you never know when those things will appear. Those creatures that infest the kitchen, striking fear into the heart of a lady, right? Although if you had a rolled up newspaper, you could just squash them with one blow. Justine, what do we do now? Well then, can we really accept this theft report? Let's ask for confirmation. That should clearly tell us whether or not she's lying. Right. Well then, I'll just call and confirm it. Looks like Miss Delicious isn't the culprit. Indeed, if she really did set up the poison gas as a trap, I don't believe she would do it in the way that incriminates her the most. So, Miles, who do you think is the culprit? Predicting the actions of the victim would require a fair amount of advanced planning. And there's only one person here capable of that. Huh? Uncle Ray would like to know. Who do you suspect? The one who stole the Megatoxin X and prepared the room in advance had to be Kate, right? It had to be the curator of the Zodiac Art Museum. Miss Catherine Hall. Like, it has to be her. But we're doing this, like, super early to have, like, a victim already. Or a culprit. So it could... Oh, God, what if we did the mean that he actually was just trying to fucking kill himself? However, I still don't have any evidence that she's the criminal yet. I see. She is. The way he said that just now sounded like he has been expecting it. Good job, Miles. Is expected from Uncle Ray's future apprentice. She's the one that did it last time, right? Like she's already has like a history of killing people. I assume is what he's about to, or was about to say. I have no intention of becoming your apprentice. And I will now announce the result of my verification. I can confirm that our theft report was indeed accepted. Therefore, it's a little too early to come to a decision. That means your logic was completely faulty. You're wrong! My real performance is still to come. Really? How do you plan to proceed with your investigation? That's, first, we need to speak with the curator. After that, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Sebastian, Mr. Gustavia may have had business in the Winter Palace. I believe we should send an investigator there as well. Oh, that's good too. Detective Gumshoe, investigate the Winter Palace at once.
Oh, got it, sir.
Justine, let's go talk to the curator. Yes, let's proceed. We should go and listen to what Miss Hall has to say as well. April 2nd, 1:35. Alright, I want you guys to listen to what the curator has to say. Mr. DeBast, weren't you going to go and talk to her to her yourself? Nah, that's a job for my subordinates. All I have to do is wait for their report. I'm the best prosecutor after all. Such arrogance. Well, this is anticlimactic. I'm gonna chill for a bit. Huh? What's that in the fountain? Ah! What? There's a dead body in the fountain! What is the meaning of this? Silence, everyone. Forensics, identify this body at once. It's terrible, Bao! Please be quiet, detective. Why are sculptures in the Winter Palace? My guess melted. Yeah, okay, what a surprise. They're all melted, pal! What? 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 What the fuck's going on? What is this clown show? What's going on here? There are 2 victims now. It's all just like 18 years ago. Once again, the ice sculptures have melted. But there were 2 victims 18 years ago? Again? And everyone related to the incident 18 years ago is gathered here now. It's no mere coincidence, don't you think so, Miles? Yes. The key to finding the truth of this case lies in the IS-7 incident. This is what I believe. That's right, Uncle Ray thinks so too. Looks like it's time to once again for Uncle Ray to tell you about the IS-7 incident. I want to know if there's a second fucking body. If he says it's like the exact same. Save. But fuck me. The IS-7 incident 18 years ago. Gregory Edgeworth's last case. Isaac Dover was murdered at the venue of a dessert contest. His body was discovered in the chocolate treasure chest made by Jeff Master. The victim died from blood loss after being struck in the head with a rock salt lamp. The murder weapon was found hidden inside Delicious Candy Castle. Then, in the victim's room, where no one had searched yet, all of Dover's sherbet sculptures had melted. 18 years ago. The sculptures in Mr. Dover's room had melted. Due to that, Prosecutor Von Karma immediately drove us away from the scene. How are we gonna investigate now? And what's with that? A defense attorney is out. Von Karma's methods are deplorable. Well, investigating the crime scene is supposed to be the police's job after all. But you gotta admit, Von Karma's methods are way out of line. Defense attorneys and the police should work together and discover the truth. Raymond, you must realize that not everyone shares the same views as us. Should one expose the truth for the sake of justice, or simply accept things as they appear? Everyone has their view on what is right and what is wrong. Even if that means convicting an innocent man? Both ourselves and the police are only human, and as humans we all make mistakes. It is for this reason that we defense attorneys exist. So that those who are alone and helpless can have someone on their side. Ally on their side. An ally on their side. We cannot investigate, we shouldn't just... if we cannot investigate, shouldn't we just find some other way to help? I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, I still have so much to learn. You're still young, so you'll have many opportunities to learn. Right, I'll do my best. Monsignor Edgeworth and Shields, would you like to take a brief respite? Respite? I know it's not much, but please eat these. Wow, thank you. God. Dude, your boner's showing. Chocolate. Very sweet. A bit misshapen. Oh, quite misshapen. Let's eat. I appreciate getting some sugar into my system, but these are a little too sweet. It's a little misshapen, too. I'm terribly sorry. Does it not suit your tastes? Not at all. It's deliciously sweet. Thank you very much. But making sweets isn't really my forte. Huh? You made this chocolate cake? Yes. Chocolate is Master's favorite food. Preparing his favorite food is also part of my job. I'm still not that good at it, so I need him to instruct me. I'd give her a lot of fucking instructions, okay? Even if she's a fucking cold-blooded murderer, I'd still do her. I envy Master Jeff. He gets to eat Cade's homemade sweets whenever he wants. Did you say something? It's nothing. Same. You know what? This little guy, little Roy over here, Raymond. Not Roy. Whatever. Fuck it. Raymond. I'll call him Roy. He is fucking me. Okay? That's just me. If you ever wonder what I'm like, just think what would Raymond do, and you know what? That's just me. This is so sweet in more ways than one. I feel like they've captured my essence in this game. They've put me in. Miss Hall, you seem very dedicated to your work. Without my work, I wouldn't even have the right to be here. What do you mean? When I was a child, I was abandoned. Monsignor Master took me in. One snowy Christmas Eve, I was left on the doorstep of his mansion. I owe Master my life. He became like a father to me. And you fucking killed him. And so to repay his kindness, I want to continue working for him. Kate, you're incredible. I've lived a long life. Yeah, that brought tears even to my eyes. Today, Christmas Eve has finally arrived once more. But it looks like I won't be able to give him the present I prepared. I would do anything if it meant saving Monsignor Master. If there's any way I could be of service to you, please ask. Yes, I appreciate that. Well then, do you happen to know anything about the victim, Isaac Dover? Yo, wait. What if that other pastry chef killed Dover? And then her setting this trap 18 years later is just like fucking revenge. Yo, that would be fucked. That would be fucked. But I'd respect it. I'd respect the fuck out of Catherine here. If she was 18 in this time frame. 18 years later she is though, so it's fine. She looks better in 18 years anyways. I don't know much about Monsignor Dover, but I have a photo of the desserts he made for the contest finals. If there is red on this thing, okay. I was gonna flip. This is certainly splendid pieces of work. Yes! With this exquisite beauty, it's truly a work of art. It's crafted so intricately that we almost forgot it's made out of sherbet. Seems Monsignor Master was also fond of Monsignor Dover's work as well. Oh, those are the Taurus and Gemini constellations. Do you know a lot about constellations, Raymond? Of course! There's so much romance in the constellations. For example, take the club, Lyre, and Arrow held by Gemini here. These came from... Huh? There are no strings on this lyre. Did Mr. Dover make a mistake in his sculpting? Oops. It's hard to think he would make a mistake like that. Huh? I thought you said you didn't know that much about him. I just sort of felt that way somehow. Kyoshi is hiding something from us. Open up, sweetie. Miss Hall, did you take this photograph yourself? Yes. I took it with this instant camera. It develops pictures instantly. It's one of my greatest treasures. Wow, I'd love to see it in action. Well then, why don't we take a picture right now? Yay! Let's have our picture taken, Mr. Edgeworth. Sure, I don't mind. I'm confident in my hairstyle today. Alright, taking the picture. Say cheese. Here, it's developed a present from me to you, Monsignor Shields. Wow, thank you so much. That's such a great camera. It's the only camera in this mansion. Unfortunately, its convenience comes at a cost. There are no negatives, so we don't know what's been, we can't replicate shit, and we don't know what else has been taken a picture of. No negatives, huh? Is this the same camera Mr. Master used during the contest? Yes, you're well informed. While he made his desserts, Monsignor Master photographed his work. After that, he took photos of all the other competitors' works, just so he'd remember them, probably. Was he taking photos at the time the body was found? The body was discovered during judging, was it not? Senior Master intended to take photos of everyone's rooms, but after he photographed Gustavia's room, he ran out of film. What? Okay, we're getting... Because wasn't this picture taken by you? I want to say that. This is starting to get a little question marky. Monsignor Master asked me to change the film in the camera. It seemed the film he prepared in advance wasn't enough. There wasn't enough film. Enough film? Seems the number of photos he took didn't match up with the amount of film remaining. Well, he told me himself it might have been just a mistake, though. Was it really just a mistake? An intentional mistake. I retrieved more film from the main building and went back to the fountain patio. And it was then that I heard the sound of something breaking in Monsignor Master's room. Convenient. Very convenient. Master, are you in here? Huh? And that's when I found Monsignor Dover's body in Monsignor Master's room. It was so terrible, I was really shaken up. Before I spoke to anyone else, I called the police. This camera, I've kept it with me ever since. I see. If it's alright with you, would you mind lending me your camera and that photo? Sure, I don't mind at all. Here you go. Thank you very much. Cool, sweet. Sherbert. Detective Bad, Miss Delicious, the investigation over already? Yeah, there's not much to investigate. He said he had no more use of me and he kicked me out. Manny, that meanie. What a rude thing to say. It was probably to ensure that you wouldn't eat anymore at the crime scene. That is so true. So Detective Bad, did you get kicked out too? Seems Von Karma thought I was getting in the way. He won't let me investigate. Why would he prohibit his own detective from investigating? But I know just about all there is to know about the crime scene. Right now, he's taking in Gustavia and he's talking to Gustavia in Dover's room. Why does he need to speak to Mr. Gustavia? Because he's working with the fucking killer. We heard from Hall that Gustavia was seen entering the victim's room. Mr. Gustavia? Yes, I saw him entering Dover's room and it seemed like he was trying to avoid being seen. Although I had no idea what he did in there. He is currently under suspicion for melting Dover sherbet. Just why did Mr. Gustavia enter the room? I also have a photo of Dover's room here, if you need it. I'll let you take a look at it. Huh? What? Why would you do that for us? Huh. You still don't get it, kid. I'm saying I want to help you guys in order to discover the truth of this case. Detective Bad. Is that alright? Detective Bad, won't Von Karma chew you out again? I don't care. I have no intention of becoming Von Karma's lapdog. If he won't let me investigate, I'll just do as I like. Getting tied up in stupid rules will only blind you to the truth. Isn't that right, Attorney Edgeworth? Of course, Detective Bad. I thank you. This is amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Now we've got Detective Bad on our side. I don't really get what's going on, but I'm glad you boys are all friends now. I'm grateful that he'll lend us his strength. Well then, can we see the photo now? Right. Ooh, that was unplugged. This is the current state of Dover's room. Wow, the sherbet is completely melted. The room is drenched in light blue liquid. We should compare this with the photo of Miss Holt took. Did sherbet melt because the power cord was pulled out? Yeah, because it was pulled. All the refrigerated glass cases lost power completely. Looks like all the power cords were connected to one socket.
you have any idea when the cord was pulled? No. Still under investigation at the moment.
What a waste of a beautiful sherbet. Honestly, had I known it would end up like this, I would have eaten even more of this stuff.
Did Mr. Dover's sherbet taste that good?
Oh, yes, see? His sherbet was most delicious. Really? Oh my god, she did not eat the fucking cords off the lyre. Where would... She did... How? How did she eat it?
What a...
But there was one piece that was so salty I couldn't eat it.
Salty?
It's right here in this photo. It was part of that lyre.
That's a lyre from the Gemini constellation.
Ah, you snuck a bite from the lyre. That's why the strings are missing. Fee, I would never have eaten that much. It was just way too salty.
Delicious testimony. One part of the sherbet tastes different. That's rather curious. Did someone other than her take a bite out of it?
Did you notice anything else? Now that you mention it, I see sherbet sculptures have these strange markings on them. They had 2 letters carved into them. Wait a minute. There. Looks something like this. Oh, god damn it.
An alphabet signature. It can't be.
Oh my god. I knew it. I just knew that Monsignor Dover made this lyre. He isn't one to make mistakes in his sculptures after all. How do you know?
Miss Hall, it's been troubling me for a while, but... Do you know something about Mr. Dover?
What? Why would I know something about Monsignor Dover?
Oh my god, the little fucking dance. You seem quite attached to Mr. Dover's work.
That's a cover name. That is literally a cover name for this dude.
For the guy who makes all this shit. Because this dude made this. Because he has like the same fucking PH down here, right? Yeah. PH. Okay. Whatever. So that's who this dude is. Dover is just like a pseudonym or whatever. Like just a fake name. And Dover doesn't show up. Oh wait, no he does. It's right there. Oh god. So that's who he is. 1,000,000%. They've had way too many of those.
That's just because his sculptures are such great works of art.
No, I believe that his works are very special to you in particular.
How do you know that?
There's a piece of evidence that we believe belongs to Mr. Dover. And it happens to share a common feature with another piece of evidence.
Please show me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Which 2 pieces of evidence share something in common?
Damn, I can't believe I actually just fucking big brain put that together right before. Haha. What did it share in common with Mr. Dover? Let's start by presenting the first one. Signet crest. And now the second piece of evidence, which shares a common feature, is Jeff's teapot. Taking all of this. Delicious are 2 letters of the alphabet, P and H. They were probably used as Mr. Dover's signature, just as an artist would sign their name in their works.
Right. Oi, I remember now. I see sculptures had PH carved into them, I'm sure of it.
PH? Those aren't Isaac Dover's initials, though. No, but we found this seal at the scene of the crime. It had probably fallen out of the late Mr. Dover's pocket. He had pressed this seal into something, it would mark the letters PH. And also, the same PH symbol is engraved into the teapot. Same symbol. Same symbol! This teapot was made by the sculptor, Pierre Hoquet. In other words, this PH is a signature of Pierre. Miss Hall, do you know about this signature all too well, don't you? You know about this.
Yes, Monsignor Hoquet's work also bear that signature. Since he never shows himself in public, his signature is used to identify his works.
No way. Are you saying Pierre is Seems Detective Bad has also realized Isaac Dover's true identity. To Miss Hall, Mr. Dover was no ordinary pastry chef. That's because his true identity was... a sculptor. That's right. Mr. Dover's true identity was the sculptor Pierre. What? Mr. Dover was a sculptor? Things like signatures can be faked. If you have in the original designs, can you really use that as proof that he was a sculptor? She is way too fucking wet for this dude, okay? No. But what's important here is that Miss Hall thought he was. As for proving his real identity, I'll leave that to the police. Huh. I get it. I'll have the boys check up on it. The boys. As I expected from you, Gregory Edgeworth. You knew Mr. Dover's real identity all along, didn't you? Yes. When I discovered the body, I noticed that the seal. I knew from that moment he was Pierre, the man I greatly admired. Wait a minute, his hair! Oh my god, that body was literally in the fucking... Oh my god, how is the body in the water? What? Why'd they bring an 8? His body should be decomposed. Oh, it's gonna be like a fake. It's gonna be like a doll. Didn't look like it. Oh, god damn it. Oh god. Thinking about this would be this final posthumous work. Posthumous? Or whatever. I fucking hate words like that. His fucking after death work. I just couldn't sit still. So that's why you entered Dover's room. Huh? What did you say? When exactly did you take this photo of Dover's room? That was... Perhaps this was taken during the judging. Objection. That's strange. I thought you said the camera ran out of film during the judging. Before Mr. Master entered Dover's room, you were the one in possession of the camera. Wasn't that why you were able to take the photo when you discovered the body? Yes, that's right. The only photos you took with the new film were in Dover's room and the body. If that's the case, a new contradiction comes to light. Another one? The piece of evidence that contradicts the two photos Miss Hall took is... Oh god. Delicious. Fuck. Fuck. Camera? That is my Insta camera. You've already handed the photos of Dover's room and the body to myself and the police. That reminds me, didn't you also take a photo of me and Mr. Edgeworth just now? That film used in this camera take up to 20 photos. However, this camera only has 3 photos left, which leaves 14 photos unaccounted for. Exactly what were they used to photograph? Please show us all the photos you took. We will be able to discern your actions from these photos. I'm so sorry. I've told a terrible lie. Don't tell me. All the remaining shots are of Isaac Dover's room. My deepest apologies. Seems they're all shots of the ice sculptures from various angles. So when these were taken, the sculpture had not melted yet. But that means the one who caused them to melt was you. Yes. I am positive that I melted them. Why? You're positive. I am an aficionado of the sculptor Pierre, who is actually Monsignor Dover, before the authorities could defile his final masterpieces during their investigations. I thought I should preserve them through photographs, hence I entered his room. In that case, why did all the ice melt? It's probably because, as I was taking the pictures, I became entranced with his works. It seems that my foot accidentally got caught in the power cord unplugging it. Accidentally, you say? I did not notice the power cord at the time. I never would have imagined that I would be the cause of those sculptures melting. Could the truth really be that simple? No. Please. Stop it. It's never that simple.